2018 Musclecar and Corvette Nationals here in Chicago. This is the 10th anniversary of this show, and it keeps getting better and better every year. And our friends at MASCAR have been involved with this show for many years, and you guys, you really bring out some awesome cars, and I love the way you display them. We have a red carpet display, and for those of you who are not fortunate enough to be on this is very cushy, it's very nice.
Yes.
You got couches and all kinds of stuff. So I'm here now with Scott Tedrow, and we're going to take a look at what's under this particular cover right here. Let's not keep our friends waiting. Pull the cover, and Scott, tell us what we got.
We've got a 1969 Trans Am Ram Air 4 4-speed car.
Holy crap.
So we love this car. It was an iconic car that we wanted to restore. It's we worked really hard. We had a lot of people help us. And we hope you like it. We have a storyboard that'll tell you all about it.
So the 69 Trans Am is an icon all on its own, but to see a Ram Air 4 car is even more special, especially this one being a 4-speed car.
4-speed, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the specs of what that Ram Air 4 4-speed was all about.
Mr. Masano, I'm going to get him on the microphone. I just buy the cars and then bring them to the guys and tell them, hey, can we make it really shiny and pretty? So come on, Kenny, talk about the motor. There you go.
So your name?
Ken Masano.
So Ken, tell us about the Ram Air 4 package.
So the Ram Air 4 package is a very special package. It's a 4-bolt main block. It's a compression motor. It's got a hydraulic camshaft. I believe it's about 240 F50. So it's a very lumpy camshaft, just basically like a W30. The cylinder heads are very unique. They're round port exhaust, which is Pontiac really originally did that, so it's easier to put a header tube on it versus the D port. Aluminum intake manifold, special carburetor, so it was really a performance.
Yeah, and these are very special. If you ever hear one run, that camshaft, like you're saying, has a signature sound, a great lump. It's a high RPM, high breathing Pontiac engine, and it's a big displacement motor. So a little of that seems counterintuitive. You think a big 400 with high compression is a torque engine, but these were meant to spin high.
Yes, they actually were designed to spin pretty high, which is surprising because the intake are still a lot like a small block Chevy. I believe this port flowed at 28 inches. I think it was around 250 CFM on the intake side, and I think about 170 on the exhaust, which you know, and there's not a lot of area to it, so you wouldn't really think it's a spinner, but kind of a lot like a Super Duty cylinder head also.
The other neat thing about the Trans Am, of course, is the cameo white Tyrol blue color combination and the blue interior. The Trans Am was a gentleman's car. These things had options on them. They're comfortable, they're quiet, except for that raucous engine.
Well, absolutely. You look at a 69 Z28, and it's more of an aggressive, you know, street racer, where this type of vehicle was really, like you say, a gentleman's hot rod. It was really loaded down first day, luxury hot rod, and it was a very expensive car in its day.
So if my memory serves, 600 and some 69 Trans Am hardtops?
I believe you're correct, and if I'm not mistaken, I think there was only about 52 of the Ram 4s.
Yeah, and of course the real low number was the convertible version. They made 8 of those, but to see any of these is very special. So thank you guys so much for bringing it out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. And a big round of applause for NASCAR for bringing this one out. And we're now going to cross the red carpet over here and go from our Pontiac friends over to our Ford friends. And joining me now is Mr. Stefano Bimbi. So as we've been saying all along, one of the great things about the Musclecar and Corvette Nationals is it's the friend to all muscle cars. It doesn't matter if it's a Mopar, if it's a Ford, a Chevy, or an AMC. You're going to see the creme of the creme here no matter what. And as our friends from MASCAR pull the cover on this one, Stefano, tell us what we've got.
Well, first let me take it in, because I haven't seen this thing in over a year since I dropped it off at their shop and went out for a test ride with Scott. And Scott let me know that it needed a little bit of help, And wow, check this thing out.
This is a 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. So real quick, tell us what's special about this car.
Well, this car is one of, don't hold me to the exact number, I believe in a 4-speed version with a Super Cobra Jet, one of 563. How many? 360 with a 4-speed. Very rare and unique car. At the time frame that this car came out, a lot of people don't realize that the Super Cobra Jet had poly carburetor, high compression, 11.3-to-1, solid lifter camshaft, special rear end gear. It was a complete package, and this car is actually one of the fastest muscle cars ever tested by a magazine during the 1970s. And to have one, in this kind of condition, it was a Southern California car, all numbers match, with all the right components, and restored by these guys. These guys brought this car in at budget and on time, and it's here today in less than a year. Pretty impressive results. Oh, and Scott just let me know that it's the only Strike the Lead Super Cobra Jet 4-speed car. So.
Very nice. Congratulations to MASCAR again for pulling this one off. Let's have a round of applause for him on this 429 Ram Air car, super rare car, super powerful, super fast, at a time when the compression ratios were starting to fall off and the writing was on the wall for muscle cars. Ford was still holding on tight and giving it what they got. And I believe we're going to do a triple play. Thank you, Stefano. Appreciate it. We have one more car that we're going to take a look at.
So guys, this is a MASCAR Invitational car. We're going to start inviting one special car every year and the manufacturer, builder, or owner out to present their car. So this is Fred Bandrick. He's a very good friend of ours, and he built this amazing 442.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Bandrick is no stranger to the Oldsmobile world and to the Musclecar and Corvette Nationals. You may remember, if you've been here before, a couple of years ago, there was a spinning front-wheel drive Oldsmobile Cutlass known as the Coronado that Fred owns, and you're a curator of really bizarre Oldsmobile parts that are hard to find that people don't know about. Tell us what's under the hood of this.
Okay, so most people don't know, but back in the late 60s, Oldsmobile was involved in the Can-Am project of Can-Am Racing, and they developed some aluminum motors that there's still one of them around today, by matter of fact, but they developed these aluminum motors with 4-bolt mains, ran them for a little bit harder, twin turbos on them, and they never really hit the street, but they were in the racing program.
And Fred, is that what we've got now? And can we get somebody to pop the hood?
Yeah, so kind of what I did with this car is I had a bunch of parts laying around my garage. No, just kidding. I acquired a couple of aluminum motors years ago, and I was looking for something to put one in. And when this black car became available, I'd known about it. I'd been in Phoenix since the mid-'70s. I've known about this car a very long time, and the owner didn't want to sell it. So when it became available, I jumped on it, and this was the perfect car for the aluminum motor because the drivetrain was gone. It was just the original car, but no drivetrain. So we dropped this motor into it. We built it as a streetable 455 hydraulic roller cam. Something just to keep it to a point where it stays together. It's 50-year-old that way. It's not so good.
Fred, I'm going to ask you, would you mind opening the hood so our friends can see the aluminum engine? This is another one of these Musclecar and Corvette Nationals special moments because I challenge you to go to any other car show where somebody's going to pop the hood and show you an aluminum big block Oldsmobile restored to this level with a guy named, like Fred here, who is a legitimate historian of these cars, and I've been to his place. He's got Oldsmobile paraphernalia and other engines that Oldsmobile fans wouldn't even believe. So Fred, let's have a big round of applause for him for bringing this thing out. Thank you to our friends at MASCAR for allowing him to have it here. Go ahead.
And one more thing I'd like to thank. I'd like to thank Scott, Kenny, and Adam. They are three of the best guys on the planet and in the hobby. To invite me here for this, to be a part of it for the first time out, I'm very honored. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all three of those guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred, and thank you to our friends at MASCAR, and thank you all for coming out to the Musclecar and Corvette Nationals and enjoying these cars with us this weekend. We've got more unveilings to come. It's not over yet.